Is it safe to say that Samson video game, it's misunderstood? That we all misunderstood what Samson it's all about. And I think part of that, it has to do with the fact that developers also have to take some of the blame, because developers have been kind of misleading with their advertisement of this game. The way they were advertising this game, they were advertising it as a competitor to Grand Theft Auto 6. And a lot of people got excited with the tech demo. They were like, oh, wow, this must be a GTA clone or a GTA competitor. So I think developers have to take some blame for this, because they have been kind of manipulating in a similar way that Built a Rocket Boy, Leslie Benzes, has been manipulating. Okay? By the way, the videos that you guys are watching is from Dubsteps. Dubsteps ZZ. I'm watching his videos because he has the best quality with a 5090, so I watch his videos. I turn off the volume and I use the slow motion so I can see a better detail as we're talking about this game. I watched a lot of live streams. I watched a lot of videos. I've done a lot of research on this game now, and I think that this game is getting a lot of unnecessary hate, a lot of unnecessary criticism. But I understand why people are upset, because they felt misled. They felt misled by the way developers have misleading them. And let's be honest, developers have misled us, the gamers, about this game. And developers should take some blame for that. Just like, Mind's Eye did the same thing, where everybody was thinking, oh, this is a Grand Theft Auto clone. Same thing here. People are saying the same thing. Oh, it's going to be a Grand Theft Auto clone. So, what is Samson? Well, Samson is a limited open world, not a sandbox open world, but a limited open world. Okay? And it's limited to what you can do. Yes, you can steal cars. You can drive any car you want to drive. But it's not in a grand scale as Grand Theft Auto's trilogy. Grand Theft Auto, not a trilogy, Grand Theft Auto franchise. Grand Theft Auto franchise, it's on a much, much bigger scale. This is on a much, much smaller scale, linear scale, okay, that it's kind of similar to, like, I don't want to say Watch Dogs. I guess you could say Watch Dogs, but limited than Watch Dogs. Okay. Because in Watch Dogs, there's much more you can do than what you're doing here. So is this a bad game? Is this a terrible game? No. No, it's not a bad game. There was a guy who did a live stream the other day. I forgot his name. And I agreed with what he said. He made a live stream that says, why is this game getting so much hate? And even he mentioned the fact that everybody was buying into this once they showed the tech demo, that this is going to be some Grand Theft Auto clone or Grand Theft Auto competitor. And developers should have done a better job clearing out some air. But I think developers went with it. They were like, okay, if people want to believe this is Grand Theft Auto, that works in our favor. Let's just go with it. But that's also kind of bad, because you're misleading. There's nothing worse when you mislead a customer, when you mislead a buyer. You should be 100% honest with the buyer and tell them, hey, this is what you're getting. Take it or leave it. But this is what you're getting. But developers didn't do that. They didn't do that. They didn't emphasize enough of what this basically is. And they should have done that. They should have done that, and they didn't do that. See, that's one of the key issues, one of the key problems. I think that this game, it's getting such a bad rep, it's getting such a bad publicity, it's getting such a bad reviews. It's like a 50 on a Metacritic. It's because everyone was expecting this to be some sort of a Grand Theft Auto, like a little mini Grand Theft Auto. And I don't blame people for believing that, because the way developers were advertising this game, it looked like a Grand Theft Auto. Okay? So developers should take the blame for this. Okay? But is this a bad game? No. But remember, this game, it's good for what it is. Okay? Just don't expect it to be something extraordinary, bigger than what it is. Remember, you should look at this game for what it is, not for what you wanted it to be. And for what it is, it's fun. There's missions, side missions. There's getaway missions where you do a getaway with your car, the wheelman job. There's a lot of brawling. So you have to look at this game for what it is, not for what you wanted it to be. And I already made a video about that. So, like I said, I've been watching a lot of videos and live streams, and the only conclusion that I can come up with is, hold on, commercials, yes. The only conclusion I can come up with is that sadly, people were misled into thinking that this is going to be some sort of a Grand Theft Auto. And this is a lesson learned. This is a lesson that needs to be learned, not just for Liquid Swords, which was also founded by a former Avalanche studio guy. Now he has a new studio called Liquid Swords. For both Liquid Swords and How to Build a Rocket Boy, for Leslie Benzies, of course, as well, from both Mind's Eye and this game. I think both Mind's Eye and Samson are like right next to each other. Both were misleading us, the gamers, into thinking that this is going to be a Grand Theft Auto open world, and hopefully that other developers learn their lessons, that that's a very bad way to run a business, to mislead people. You need to be genuine about the project that you're making. You need to be genuine about what is it that you are making. And if you're not doing that, well, then you really have no business. You have no business in video games, developing video games. If you're in that kind of a shady business where you're just going to manipulate people into thinking that this is going to be some sort of a Grand Theft Auto when it's not. Same goes for Leslie Benzies as it goes for, the Liquid Swords, this game as well. And it's really sad because both of these developers, the Avalanche studio worked on the Just Cause, right? The Just Cause successful series video game. And Leslie Benzies worked on a behemoth of success with Grand Theft Auto 3, Grand Theft Auto 4, Grand Theft Auto 5. And it's sad to see that both of these, both of these developers don't realize that you shouldn't be doing that. Either A, you're going to make a open world game, or you're not going to make a open world game. You need to be genuine about what you are creating. You need to be frank with people. Hopefully, the lesson is learned here for future developers. Haven't we learned anything from last year's disaster of Mind's Eye? I mean, Mind's Eye was a total disaster. last year? Haven't we learned from last summer? Haven't we learned anything about to avoid this kind of nonsense, to avoid misleading? Okay, hopefully the Samson and Mind's Eye, both of these games are a lesson learned that other developers need to learn that, dude, don't mislead. You shouldn't be misleading people. You need to be genuine to people about what is it that you are creating. And if you can't do that, if you can't be genuine enough to tell people what are you creating, then you shouldn't have no business in developing video games. That's my honest opinion about that. All right. So is this my last video regarding Samson? I don't know, dude. I don't think it will be. I'm really thinking about, maybe purchasing this game. I think I will enjoy this game for what it is, not for what I wanted it to be. And I think I will enjoy it because I love cars. I love brawlings, fighting like Street of Rage mixed with the Wheelman, a little bit of Grand Theft Auto, because you can steal any of these cars. Unlike Mind's Eye, you cannot steal the cars. Here you can do that. You can steal any car you see, even this one, which looks like a 1987 BMW or something like that. I think, yeah, it looks like a 1987 BMW. Yeah. So that's essentially what I'm trying to say in this video, without making this video any longer than it needs to be. That's my conclusion. This is not a bad game, but developers kind of did this to themselves. Let's just be honest. Developers did this to themselves, okay? It's not a bad game, but developers should have known better. You shouldn't be... And I don't know how they didn't know this. Like, haven't they learned, like, the mistake that Leslie Benzies made with Mind's Eye? How did they not see that? Like, let's not jump into the same, trap that Leslie Benzies set himself up to jump into the same trap. Let's not jump into the same trap that Leslie Benzies did for himself by manipulating and lying. Let's not do that. So hopefully developers, future developers, learn from both Mind's Eye and Samson. Listen, Mind's Eye is not a bad game, but the fact that the Leslie Benzies lied about it and didn't tell us what it was, that's what really made it look bad. And the game was filled with bugs, was not ready. The same thing goes here for Samson. Developers should have told you what this is. Hey, it's an early access. We're working on this. Give us a feedback. Let us know what you think. We have a roadmap, right? Let's put in an early access. That's what they should have done. But they decided to manipulate you, to trick you. But this is not a bad game. But I understand why people... Oh, Nespresso. I love Nespresso. Ooh, I love Nespresso. But I understand why people were upset. I understand why people hate this game. And I understand where all the hate is coming from. I understand the criticism. I understand the backlash. I understand all of that. Believe me, I understand. But developers did this. Don't blame the gamers. Gamers are like, you promised us this is going to be a GTA, but it's not a GTA. Same thing with the Mind's Eye. You promised us a GTA, but it's not a GTA. So developers need to be more clear about what they're making. So hopefully this game, Samson and Mind's Eye, it's a lesson learned. Don't deceive the gamers. Don't manipulate the gamers. Don't deceive them. Don't lie to them. Just be honest about it. Be honest about what you are making. And that's it. Put on an early access. Tell us, hey, this is an early access. It's $25 for an early access. We have a roadmap. It's still unfinished. We're working on it. Join our Discord. Let us know what would you like to see, etc., etc. And then you can work with the community together in about 12 months, a year, 2 years from now. You can create a good competitor to Grand Theft Auto 6. Um, that's how you become successful. But doing it like this, pulling this kind of a shady tactics, I don't like these types of shady tactics. Again, this is not a bad game, and I'm sure I will enjoy it, but I understand why other people are upset, because they were promised something else, and they've got, something totally different. You know what I mean? Like they ordered a hamburger, and they got the hot dog. They're like, I didn't order a hot dog. I ordered a hamburger. No, you ordered a hot dog. Anyway, so that's what I think. I don't think I'm wrong about this. I think I'm right about this. And the blame goes where it needs to go, just like it did with Built a Rocket Boy, Leslie Benzies for Mind's Eye. Same blame goes here as well. Goes to the developers. They should have known better. The blame goes to the Liquid Source. They should have known better. Like, you shouldn't be manipulating people. You should be honest about what you are making. Don't falsely advertise your games, and just try to do the best you can to advertise your games as genuinely as you can possibly be. Full transparency, be genuine. Anyway, that's the end of the video. That's what I have to say about that. And believe me, there will be more Samson videos. I'll probably end up buying this game and playing it. I think I'll have to. I'll have no choice. I'll have to probably live stream this and make videos about it, and let you know what I think once I'm playing it. This is just me watching videos from Dubstep ZZ. Big thanks to Dubstep ZZ. I appreciate you, man, uploading these videos, and thank you for allowing me to use your videos as a fair use. I appreciate it. Thank you, and I will see you guys on the next video and the next live stream. Like I said, make sure you subscribe, share, like. I have so much content daily, from videos to live streams. Plenty of content, plenty of entertainment, believe me. I've been, creating content for 12 years. I've been doing this for a long time. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next video. Take care, and happy Sunday.